Have you ever dreamed of moving to Spain, finding the perfect apartment to rent in Madrid, or buying your dream home near Retiro Park? Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and sangria. Real estate scams are on the rise, and international buyers and renters are among the most vulnerable targets. If you're planning to rent or buy a property in Spain, you need to be aware of these scams, because falling for one could cost you thousands of euros and a whole lot of stress. Today, I will walk you through the most common scams, how to spot them, how to protect yourself, and what to do if you ever find yourself in a bad situation. So stick around until the end and make sure you're fully prepared. But before we jump into details, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done it already, and turn on the notification bells so you don't miss any videos about moving and living in Madrid, Spain. And if you find this content helpful, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps support the channel and lets me know that you want more videos like this. Alright, let's get started. Let's start with the most common scams you might encounter when trying to rent or buy a property in Spain. And I am going to list them up here to specify if they affect renters or buyers, alright? So, number 1, fake rental listings. Obviously, this one affects renters. In this kind of fraud, scammers create fake listings with attractive photos, sometimes even AI-generated images, to make the property seem perfect. The price is usually below market value to attract potential victims. Then they demand an urgent deposit before you can visit the apartment. Of course, once the money is sent, they vanish away. Number 2, fake agents or landlords. Some scammers pretend to be real estate agencies or landlords, using fake credentials or even showing properties that they don't even own. They will draft fake contracts, provide fake ownership documents, and even hand over keys that don't work. Sometimes they even try to sell the same property to multiple buyers. Victims only realize they've been scammed when they try to complete the transaction or take possession of the home. This kind of scam affects both renters and buyers, sometimes with life-changing financial consequences, and not precisely for good. As you can imagine, although most of the victims are renters, when the victim is a buyer, the quantity of the scam is usually much higher. And number 3, pre-construction scams. These scams affects only buyers looking for new developments. Investors are promised a great deal on a property under construction. Then the company behind the project either goes bankrupt or never intended to build it anyway, leaving buyers without their money or a home. And no matter what the case is, scammers always use the FOMO technique. The fear of missing out technique is basically a pressure tactic to make victims act fast, often combined with unexpected costs. They create this sense of urgency, claiming there are multiple interested parties or that you need to make a quick decision. Some demand immediate deposits, while others introduce a last-minute unexpected fees. If you refuse to pay, they will ghost you. But if you pay, they will ghost you anyway. So always be cautious on high-pressure sales tactics. Alright, so now that you know the most common scams, let's talk about how to avoid getting scammed in the first place. First, verify the listing and the owner. If you see a property online, check if it's listed on multiple websites. If possible, use reputable agencies instead of dealing with private landlords you don't know. Second, never send money upfront. If a landlord or agent is pushing you to transfer money before you've even visited the place, that's a huge red flag. Third, visit in person or get someone you trust to check it out. If you can travel to Spain before renting or buying, hire a real estate lawyer or work with a trusted agency. Fourth, check official documents. If you're buying a property, request a nota simple from the land registry to confirm ownership and check for debts. Very important. Fifth, be skeptical on deals that are too good to be true. If an apartment looks amazing but it's way cheaper than similar places in the area, be careful. There's usually a reason why it's so cheap, and that reason could be fraud. And last but not least, don't share any personal documents too soon. Scammers may ask for your passport, ID, or financial documents early in the process to commit identity fraud. And also, it's always advisable to avoid clicking on suspicious links. If an agent or landlord quickly moves the conversation to WhatsApp and sends you a link to a contract or payment request, don't click it unless you're 100% sure it's legitimate. Okay, Pablo, that's very good to know, but what happens if I've already fallen into a scam? Okay, here's what you need to do. First of all, and this is the most important step, go to the local authorities and file a formal complaint. Secondly, if you've already made a payment, let your bank know immediately. Depending on the situation, you might be able to reverse the transaction. Third, seek for legal help. A Spanish real estate lawyer can advise you on what you have to do and your options, and might be able to recover lost funds. And fourth, maybe you've been scammed, but you can warn others. Post in expat groups on forums and leave reviews online to alert other people and prevent them from falling into the same trap. So to sum up, I know that scams are scary, but they don't have to stop you from renting or buying a property in Spain. The key is to stay informed, double-check everything, and never rush into any decisions. One of the best ways to protect yourself is by working with a trusted buyer's agent or relocation specialist from the very beginning. We know the market, we can verify every listing, and we can steer you clear of any red flags before you commit to anything. Having someone on your side can make all the difference when navigating a foreign real estate market. And that's it for now. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with anyone thinking about moving to Spain. It could save them from a huge headache. And if you have any questions or personal experience, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you and help however I can. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe and happy house hunting in Spain. Adios!